What's going on, everyone? It's Kim out of Savannah, Georgia, of BetterBodyCrew. Video I have been meaning to cut it for forever. I titled it on Facebook Live, what to do when someone quits on you. Okay, and when I say when someone quits on you, I don't just mean like they quit your team. I mean, even it can be a customer. They could have not joined you in business. They could have just bought the product, because you can't have customers quit on you. And the good thing is, my answer is also applicable to regular schmegular everyday life. It could be when somebody quits on you in a relationship. Okay, and so this is a hot topic because a lot of times people internalize another person quitting on them. Look at how I phrased it. What to do when someone quits on you? Well, the first thing I would love for you to do is realize that they did not quit on you. They quit on themselves. Okay, they quit on themselves. Especially now, right now, I'm going to talk about this. Hey, Jay, baby, what's going on? Daphne, hello, everybody that is joining. I apologize. My signal is a little shoddy right here in the country. So I'm not seeing comments so much. I'm seeing a few of them. But if I don't address you, it's only because, you know, stuff is like super duper delayed. Okay, and I'm getting a lot of messages in my WhatsApp chat. It's a party going on over there with my team, so I got to find out what's going on. But I was just talking to one of my team members, and she was saying, Kim, you know, this is a superstar. She's doing great, introducing so many people in the marketplace to our wonderful products. But she said, I'm a little bit frustrated because I have these two clients that are not responding. And what she wrote, I could feel her frustration. Like, she is me a few years ago, because I used to really take it personally. I'm like, that was you. I really wanted every single person that joined my team to make a bunch of money. I wanted every single client to lose a bunch of weight, feel great, and, you know, just be like pow, 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 pow. And I still want that. However, I had so much more peace of mind when I realized that my real responsibility was just to introduce people to the products, introduce people to the opportunity, and help them to the extent that they would allow me to. See, it's not my responsibility to make that person have success. It is only my responsibility to outfit them with the tools, the information, and the resources that they need to have success. And you've got to realize this, because the one great thing about human beings is that we all have free will. And we can exercise it however we choose. It can be to our benefit, or it can be to our detriment. And when somebody quits on you, if you think of it that way, this is always going to torture you. Why did they quit on me? In my first company, I quit that company to come to the company that I'm in right now. I had an excellent leader. I loved that company at the time. And I know for a fact my leader, who was a very influential big leader in that company, he didn't internalize that and say, oh, Kim quit on me. No. As a matter of fact, when I called him back a year later to apologize and say, hey, thank you for everything that you did for me. I'm sorry that I left and didn't at least give you the courtesy of a call to let you know that I was moving on to a different company. He was so mature, he was so seasoned in his leadership skills that he knew that the only reason why I didn't give him that courtesy call was because I was embarrassed. He was so good to me that I wanted to hit certain ranks. I wanted to do certain things. I wanted to make him proud. And when we had that conversation a year later, when I apologized to him for not exiting in a mature way, in a way that he, at the very least, he deserved an explanation, right? When I apologized to him, the conversation was so much better than I thought it would be. He was so gracious. He was so classy in his communication with me. And he said, Kim, you did not quit on me. And I'm happy. He said, I didn't know exactly what happened, but I trusted that when you were ready, you would tell me. And I'm just happy to hear right now, I'm happy to hear on this phone right now that you didn't quit on yourself either. And we had a conversation, and he let me know, people don't quit on people, they quit on themselves. When someone leaves your company, they're quitting on themselves in that opportunity. When a client orders from you and they don't even use the product, they don't even open the box, or they don't stay consistent, it's because there's some internal trauma, there's some internal drama that tells them you've tried so many other weight loss programs, what makes this one different? So they don't even try. And you cannot internalize this. It is no different. Think about it like this. And again, this gave me a lot of peace, okay? You have to think about it this way. A teacher has a classroom of, I guess, like on average 20 to 30 students, right? That teacher is teaching the same subject to the same group of students. But there are going to be some students that are A students, B, C, D, and there are going to be some students who fail. Does the teacher want everybody to make good grades? Of course. Is everybody learning the same content from the same person? Of course. But how they take that content and what they do with it, that's up to the individual person. And I had to learn this when I was in education, because I would see a student in class one week, and then the next week I'd be like, where are you? I'd call their phone and be like, why are you not in class? And they'd be like, Miss Kim, I had to quit. What do you mean you had to quit? You had to quit school? Yeah, I had to quit school. I have to go to work. My mom is a single mom and she's disabled. I have to go to, and it wasn't until I had been in higher education for a long time that I started to realize that what I see of these students in the classroom is just a smidgen of their lives. But they have a whole nother part of their life that I know nothing about. There's a whole nother set of things that are going on outside of the classroom that affect how they perform inside of the classroom. And I have no control of that. I had some students that were homeless. Don't you think that affects their grades? Don't you think that affects their attendance rate? Don't you think that affects everything? And their peers didn't know that they were homeless. It's the same thing with your clients. It's the same thing with people on your team. There is crap going on in their lives of which you know nothing about. And you don't have any control of that. And a lot of times it will not make sense. It will not. You'll just be like, am I crazy or am I crazy? You know, I remember one time I had someone join my team. She saw incredible success. She saw incredible success in a very short period of time, to the point where other people on the team were like, well, shoot, what am I doing wrong? And she quit. And we were like, why would she quit? She said she wanted to do this. She was actually doing well. Why would she quit? Come to find out, there was a dynamic going at home with her spouse, and this frequently happens because, like I said, the majority of network marketing is women, and not every woman is married, but there are quite a few. So in a lot of, more than you know, when a woman sets out to join a company and make money on her own, sometimes the spouse will be happy. But if that money starts creeping up there, sometimes the spouse will be like, ho, you getting on another conference call? And it doesn't even have to be a lot. Sometimes a spouse can feel intimidated by I know instances where husbands feel intimidated by their wives making their own money. I know instances where wives feel intimidated by their husbands sitting in conference room with other women who are driven, and going toward the same goal as their husband. Maybe they're on the same team or the sponsor or whatever the case may be. And that wife is at home. She has no drive. Again, this is not every couple, but she has no drive. So now she gets an attitude because she's seeing her husband sing the praises of another woman who was on stage who's making multi-millions. All this crap that's going on in their lives, you know nothing about. There are so many dynamics, so many variables, so many things that come into play that you have no control over. Shoot, they don't even have control over it. They can't control how the other people around them react to what it is they're doing. And so what I'm saying is, it's too much for you to worry about. So you shouldn't worry about it. These people are not quitting on you. They are quitting on themselves. Does it make them a bad person? No. Now, unless they quit in a real foul way and be like, she this and she that and the company sucks, then you can get pissed. But really, it's a waste of emotion and a waste of energy. I've had people quit on me, but again, they didn't quit on me. They quit on this opportunity. And I've had people quit and then come back. Come back when things calm down. Come back when they left that dude. Come back when they were in a better headspace. I've had clients use the product, achieve great results, and quit. years later, they come back. They came back. And they say, I don't know why I quit before. I don't know either, girl. I don't know either, bruh. So you cannot waste, again, you can't waste your time, you can't waste your energy internalizing this and making it about you. Now, if it really is about you and you know there's some things you need to tighten up on and you're seeing a pattern of everybody leaving you, then yeah, you might need to self-assess and be like, okay, what's going on with me that I need to fix? But there are so many of you who are trying to force people into success. You're trying to force people to get their better body. You're trying to force people to get rich. And that's not your job. Everybody has the right to run their own race at their own doggone pace. You cannot like take everybody's crap on and say, I'm gonna carry my team to victory if it kills me. You will die. You will die if you try to carry everybody on your back. People have to participate in their own rescue. And until you figure this out, you are constantly, and this is not about MLM, this is not even just about business. In life, do you know how many good men there are out there? How many good women there are out there who are doing everything? They are somebody else's dream spouse, and the person they're with is cheating on them, and they don't even know why. Should that person internalize that experience and say, what else could I have done to make him stay with me? What else could I have done to make her love me? No, sometimes that person has issues from their parents, from their great-great-great-grandparents. Who knows? Who knows where they're, like I said, internal trauma, internal drama. There's so much going on. One of the greatest things I heard Dr. Miles Monroe, rest in peace, what he said about couples coming together and being married. He said, say in the case you got like a 25-year-old woman and a 30-year-old man. He said, individually, 25 years of good stuff and bad stuff right here. 30 years of good, bad relationship history. He said they get married and literally overnight, you got 55 years in bed together, commingling. And this 25 doesn't know about that 30, and that 30 doesn't fully know about that 25. That's a lot of history. Commingling, literally overnight in the same bed. It's the same thing when you have these friendships, when you have these partnerships, when you have these business relationships, when you have clients. As long as two people come together, rest assured you don't know everything that's going on in that person's head. You definitely don't know what's going on in their house. And so in their interactions with you, if you have a friend that all of a sudden they're not your friend anymore, again, you can do a little self-assessment, but do not take that on. Don't torment yourself with the history that you shared together and say, oh my gosh, why did they quit on me? It's not about you, boo. It's not about you, boo. Do your part and then realize that you cannot do the other person's part too. Ooh, that girl been dropping knowledge. All right. I'm telling y'all what's going on. Odie, how you been, brother? All right. So guys, did this help you? Did it help you? Let me know. Do you have any questions? I'm telling you guys this from experience, both personally and professionally. Do not torment yourself like that. For many reasons. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. And definitely it's not healthy for the people that you're going to encounter after you, have encountered that other person who caused you to believe this, okay? You got to start every interaction with a clean slate and realize what your role is and what the other person's role is. And leave it at that, okay? Leave it at that. Y'all team too much. Y'all be doing too much out here in these streets. I'm gonna let y'all do it though, because I can't. Y'all not gonna run my pressure up. All right. Listen, guys, if you're watching on Facebook and you enjoyed this and you want to see more videos like this, then before you exit my page, why don't you hit follow and see first? And if you're on YouTube, then click subscribe and bang the bell to the right, ding dong, so every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to know. All right. I think I'm done for the night, y'all. I don't think I'm cutting any more videos. I'm going to get out of this hotel and go live my life. Bye.